parties in there, yeah.
Tony isn't around, no?
No, he's not. No.
Okay, thanks.
Alright.
Go keep him well.
Tony isn't around, no?
He's not. He's glad with it now.
It's the same old question.
This would be the two of you here.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to meet him, but I've been coming down here for about a year, and he's only. I happened to catch him once. He knows that I wanted to see him, and he never got in contact with me. The government set up the Broadcasting Authority, and they're allowing Clare FM to break this law.
I know, sure, you said all that kind of stuff, I know.
Yeah, but nobody's doing anything about it.
And are they breaking it there?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, even I gave him 300 examples. Why didn't he get in contact with me to say that he didn't believe me, or... The reason he didn't is because he knows I'm telling the truth. I mean, even 2 weeks ago, there was one particular hour there, 16 minutes of advertising. That's 60% over the limit.
That's 10 minutes, is it?
10 minutes, yeah. And I wrote to the Broadcasting Authority. They didn't even reply to me. They don't reply to me anymore. I mean, it's that blatant. And Tony is the same, to be honest. I mean, you have to say that he's corrupt, because he's allowing it.
Go down that road now to me.
He's gone down that road. I mean, he's the person who's responsible, and he's not even meeting me.
I like you to put your name down on the book and say you're
Sure, we've been doing that for the last year and a half. I mean, when I did meet him then, he rings the guards, and then he realises that he's the person who's breaking the law, so he leaves the scene of the crime.
How was he breaking the law?
Because he's allowing Clare FM to break the law. He's colluding in a crime. He's allowing white-collar crime in this country. It seems to me that the government turn a blind eye to white-collar crime. And at the same time, Clare FM has been exploiting workers for 20 years. Liam O'Shea said in a court of law that he pays all presenters 44% of the average wage. He said that in the Labour Court last year. Some of those people have been there for 20 years. What I've written to so many politicians.
And did you get any legal advice?
Why would I need legal advice?
If you feel that Clare FM are breaking the law,
Yeah.
did you get legal advice? No.
Well, why would I need legal advice? You see, I'm going to the people who are responsible, because this is a direct government responsibility because of the authority. And they're turning a blind eye to it. And this is not because of the recession. Because this happened, I've been coming down here a couple of years before the recession started. They've been doing it since the mid-90s when Liam O'Shea took over. And Big Tony is turning his head away.
I don't know what to say to you, because I have no answer to it.
I know, but I mean, I'm coming down here to Tony Killeen's office, and I know, Pat, that you're stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
But you're in Tony Killeen's office.
I know, sure, I told him about it, you know, your number even never written there,
That number is written there for the last year and a half. Yeah. Did he say anything about the last time I was here? Did he ever say anything about it?
No, there's no discussion there, no.
No. Makes me wonder if he has relations in Italy.
Tony?
Yeah,
Okay.
Big Tony. No, I was thinking about your man Sylvie.
Who?
Sylvie.
Oh, yeah.
Silvio. This country is it's rotten to the core. Here I am again, and
I know.
you know, it's, in a couple of years, Tony will be out. He'll have a nice big fat pension, and he won't give a toss.
I know.
I mean, it seems to me that when politicians are politicians for a certain length of time, they can't tell the difference between lies and the truth.
I Tell me.
What do you
Write a
think?
book. You should write a book.
I should, yeah.
Yeah.
I should make a documentary.
That's it. In a television camera there.
I'm not too sure they'd be too happy with white collar crime now, especially after what the bankers did.
Yeah.
And now the exact same thing is happening. And yet Eamon Ryan said last year we can't have different laws for different people. He was talking about the banks. And that's exactly what's happening, and he's the Minister for Communications.
I know that, yeah.
Wouldn't it make you ashamed to be a politician?
Stop.
Are you not ashamed to be here, Pat, representing Tony Killeen?
I'm not. I should not give employment, isn't it?
Sorry?
I'm not giving employment. There are much people working there. They weren't there. There'll be a lot of people out of work. And I know you were...
Claire Femme, is it?
Yeah, but you were unlucky there now. Whatever happened.
Well,
you were unlucky.
you see, what's happening there is that Claire Femme need a certain amount of workers.
Yeah.
And the only difference is that they're making more profits.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, they made 960 grand.
In 1 year.
While paying their workers 44% of the average wage. After 20 years, they bought a radio station for 7 million. So this has nothing to do with employment. They'd still have those workers there. They have to have a certain amount of workers.
It's a big profit now.
What it is greed. And the government is allowing it. You can be working for 11 months and 4 weeks and you have no rights in this country. If you're not working for 1 year continuously, you have no rights. And if you're working temporary for 30 years for all your life, you have no rights unless it's continuous service.
I'm near 18 years and it's not a permanent job, it's only temporary.
Well, why don't you do something about that? Why doesn't the government do something about a corrupt law?
Tony Killeen doesn't get elected next time. I won't have a job. That's the way it is. It's a different situation.
And that employment law it's obviously rotten. And that's the way the law is across the board. The law is skewed in favour of people from that background. People from Tony Killeen's background. He's there only to serve himself and his own kind. And nothing is going to change, but
But he's my employer.
yeah.
My employer. I have no problem with him.
Well, you should do really. I mean, he's a corrupt man. And he knows he's just playing the game.
Yeah.
And it's really a time thing. He's just running down the clock and getting a nice big fat check.
There's a couple of hundred above and down there, like him, sure.
Exactly, yeah. That doesn't make it right though.
Probably isn't.
Look.